Thanks for joining me in Hutchie's Mad Minute. Getting pumped.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another instalment of Hutchie's Mad Minute. And tonight we have one of the boys you probably don't see too often on the court, but he's always at our games, comes to every training session, and that's Ty Thornton. Ty, thanks for joining me on Hutchie's Mad Minute.
Thanks, Hutchie. Thanks for having me.
First of all, Ty's a huge supporter of the show, and with every player that we've had on, has provided me with some a lot of the B-grade material you've heard me roll out. So I've put the questions out to all the boys this week to hit me up with some information or some questions they'd like to ask Ty. And there's quite a few, so we might get it started, mate, if you're ready.
Yep.
Mate, first question comes from Captain Reardon, Jason Reardon for you at home. When are you going to accept that you have a receding hairline and shave it all off?
I think once it gets to the stage that his is at, once it starts to thin down the sides a little bit more, I think I will bite the bullet and shave it.
Nice, mate. We can probably do that on the end of season trip. We'll look at something like that. You'll be right. Second question comes from Mark Travascus, or Tracker as he's known around the traps. And keep in mind when I ask this question, Tracker's sense of dress. Tracker would like to know, do you enjoy wearing women's jeans, and is there something you're not telling us?
Being tall and skinny, girls' jeans seem to be the only ones that I can actually fit into. I don't enjoy it. I'd like to find a pair of men's jeans, nothing sus, that I could actually fit into. Thanks for that question, Track.
Next question from our one of our assistant coaches, Mike Nelson. Now keep in mind, this is Mike actually saying this. With my current success with the ladies and new Duke wardrobe, I feel I'm ready to offer you, number one, relationship advice, and number two, fashion advice. But what Mike really wants to know is, how does it make you feel to know that you have a role model in himself now to look up to? He's slaying birds, he's looking sharp.
Wow, that's really thrown me. It is good. I always sort of looked up to people like yourself or Tracker, but now to have someone like Nelly in the frame, I think maybe some dance moves I'd like next, Mike. I will try and work on the double Duke, but some dance moves next would be pretty handy.
Nice. And I must admit, my phone was running hot last night and earlier today from the man who didn't train tonight because he was ill, probably sending me all these questions. That's the fan favourite, Jack Hobbs. Ty, you take a lot of pride in your ability to help out your mates, i.e. Nelly, with the ladies, and have gone as far as comparing yourself to Hamish Blake, the ultimate wingman. What makes you such a good wingman, and what sort of success rate do you have?
I've got a 100% success rate with everybody except Jack Hobbs. I think he's a lost cause. I think it's just confidence. I've got a girlfriend, so I don't need to impress anyone. I can just use the Smitty technique and cluster buster, jump in the middle and try and create a bit of havoc and let the boys swoop in from the sides.
Nice, mate. Nice. And you do a very good job of that, I must admit. Another one from Jack. How do you go about your day-to-day life, hampered by your much publicised inability to catch? And does it make it harder to deal with knowing that your parents are both world-class jugglers?
I do ask people to pass things to me very slowly, and where possible I pick things up from the table or from the ground. Like you found tonight at training, no bounce passes. I've only just sort of got the upright ones going, and over the head is still a new area. Here is about my zone, but needs to be coming slow. You do need to be making eye contact.
No look-aways?
No look-aways, and call my name first, so yep. Ty, and then pass it.
Okay. So anyone that's ever playing defence on Ty, if we actually say his name, guard him. Stingray teammate question time. I want you to put one of the boys in the category. You know how it works, mate.
Yep.
First to marry, obviously you can't say Aussie.
I'm going to go with Matt Ogle on this one and say that Mike Nelson will be the first to marry.
Wow. Who in the team has oh, sorry, you want to explain?
Yeah, well, he's locked down now. He's got a girlfriend. He's one and done, I think, with Mike Nelson.
Nice. Who in the team has ADD?
Tracker.
Definitely. Most annoying?
You.
Ouch. Wouldn't want to room with on the road, and why?
Stefan, because he goes home pretty early due to inability to perform on the dance floor.
Nice. And who was coming out of the closet during the season?
Chris Eichler.
Definitely. Finally, mate, I've personally noticed your improvement when it comes to catching the ball, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
However, as you did mention, your ability to catch a bounce pass on the move is fair to say a huge struggle for you. Yep. Huge.
Yep.
How do you see yourself improving this? So when your number gets called, you know, rather than just standing there at training, Dan might actually say, well, I can't get him, he's on crutches. Ty's my man. How do you see yourself, rather than being that training bunny, to be an actual participant in training? What are you going to do? How are you going to get there?
We've got the gun down at the stadium. I think what I could do is maybe set it up, shooting it down the court, get it shooting passes out, and then I'll just run and try and pick them up on the bounce. Might be a good place to start. Other than that, if I hang around enough, surely Dan will let me join in eventually.
Once we all drop off, mate. There's a few old ones here, so
we'll bide my time.
Mate, Ty, thanks for all your help throughout the season with all the questions. It wasn't too bad, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a big thank you to Ross Hobbs for all his work throughout the season. For all of you that saw episode 1 to how far we've gone, it's been a huge improvement to say the least. So cheerio to Ross. Cheers. Out. Thanks, mate.